you have to understand.
Okay.
Hey.
Then, before they take Julio to get medical attention, the attention he needs, Nail walks up to the car, opens the door, and takes a picture of Julio's face. This is particularly bizarre because body camera footage shows that this is the story of Julio Lopez, 37-year-old contractor in San Rafael, California, who was drinking beer with two of his employees in an industrial part of town where many day laborers tend to gather after a long day of work. Though minding their own business, they were suddenly approached by Officer Daisy Mazariegos, who began telling them to put their beers down and sit on the curb. They complied. She then starts asking why they were drinking outside in public, and Julio simply responds that he had nothing to say, and that's his constitutional right. As Julio and Officer Mazariegos continue to converse in Spanish, Officer Brandon Nail walks up and joins her. Officer Nail is 6'2". He's 250 pounds, literally twice the size of Julio, who's 5 foot tall and 130 pounds. And when Officer Mazariegos eventually asks Julio to give her his ID, Officer Nail jumps in, causing the situation to quickly spiral out of control.
¿Dónde está tu ID?
¿Para la mía?
Los tres. Ok. Siéntate y nomás saca tu ID.
Pues es que necesito levantar para sacarla.
Hey, sit the fuck down.
Hey, you don't have to talk to me.
Well, I told you to sit down.
I know.
You know what?
Yes.
Take out your ID.
No, what?
Take out your ID, dude.
I know. I have to take it out, but I have to take it out to take the ID out. You know?
Sit down. Just sit
I know,
down.
but you have to
down.
understand.
Okay.
Hey.
Stop.
Put on the ground, dude.
32, we got one uncooperative.
Hey.
Quédate. Pone tus manos para atrás. Pone tus manos para atrás. Pone tus manos para atrás. Pone tus manos para atrás.
Pero yo no estoy haciendo nada. I
Pone-
don't do anything.
Pone tus manos para atrás. ¿Entiendes, sí o no?
Sí, pero no estoy haciendo nada.
Sí.
During the takedown, Officer Nail's body cam footage shows him force Julio to the ground on top of the beer bottles, punch him in the nose, and shove and grind his face into the pavement, resulting in a broken nose and a concussion. As they're handcuffing Julio, Officer Mazariegos can be heard repeatedly saying, "I told you to sit down." And as they walk him to the car, Julio repeatedly tells the officer that he didn't do anything wrong.
Pero no estoy haciendo nada.
Hey. I told you to fucking
Pero no
sit
te estoy
down.
haciendo nada.
I told you to fucking sit
Hey,
down.
man, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. You know that, right? So, I'm not doing anything.
Ready? Let's stand up. Get up.
I'm not doing anything.
Take a cigar.
Really. I'm not doing anything.
Despite the profuse amount of blood, both officers continued to stay on the scene for approximately 50 minutes before taking Julio to the hospital. And they can be heard joking and laughing with other officers as Julio sits handcuffed and bleeding in the back of the car. During this time, Officer Nail also suddenly remembers a new detail, that during the interaction, Julio had put him in a headlock, even though body cam footage shows that didn't happen.
You tried to put me in the headlock. What's that? You tried to put me in the headlock. Really? Okay.
Then, before they take Julio to get medical attention, the attention he needs, Nail walks up to the car, opens the door, and takes a picture of Julio's face. This is particularly bizarre because body camera footage shows that a sergeant had already assigned other officers to take photographs of the scene. Julio's lawyer later speculated that this was some sort of trophy that Nail was saving for later. Afterwards, the district attorney's office charged Julio with obstruction, resisting, felony battery because of that supposed headlock, and public intoxication. When the DA later saw this body cam footage, all charges were immediately dropped. This incident is a disgusting abuse of power. Not only are these officers responsible for needlessly turning tame situations into a violent one, they found someone half the size of Officer Nail to pick on. They're acting like bullies with badges, visibly delighting in the suffering they inflict on those without the power to fight back. But were they fired? Nope. The DA had no problem charging Julio within 3 days of the incident, but the police department left both officers on duty for months without administering any form of discipline. Once the case became public in September of last year, the officers were finally placed under investigation. But even then, were only put out on paid leave. Here you have two officers who are quick to resort to violence, and they won't hesitate in bringing charges, change their stories, laugh at the suffering, sit there while the person's injured, and they take a disgusting trophy of the victim as though it's some sort of accomplishment, and the department doesn't doesn't take any action. Perhaps part of the reason is because the department hired Paul Henry, a retired Santa Rosa Police Department lieutenant, to conduct the city's 9-month-long investigation. Henry had acted as a police liaison for Santa Rosa police after the fatal shooting of 13-year-old Andy Lopez in 2013. So he's not exactly a down-the-middle guy. And the fact that the officer's disciplinary status is still undecided supports that. The San Rafael Police Department adopted clear guidelines for use of force in 2020 after the George Floyd protest. And they couldn't be more clear. De-escalation, verbal warnings, duty to intervene. For over a period of 9 months, Henry can't read those guidelines, watch the body cam footage, and then arrive at the decision he probably wasn't the right guy for the job. In January, Julio filed a claim against the city alleging assault, battery, negligence, false arrest, false imprisonment, intentional infliction of emotional distress, unreasonable search and seizure, and excessive force. It also alleged that the city had failed to effectively screen, hire, train, supervise, and discipline its police officers. As a result of the encounter, Julio suffered a broken nose, shoulder injury that required surgery, a traumatic brain injury. He has been unable to work for the past 9 months, and his wife has shared that the experience has changed him.
He's not the same. He has not like the same confidence as before. He tried to be the same because he's a man that loves his family.
The amount of money Julio is seeking isn't spelled out in the claim, but it does say he will ask for more than $25,000 in damages, which is the cutoff between the limited and unlimited civil suits in California court. We just covered a similar case here on my channel where a young man was body slammed into the pavement by a Georgia police officer and suffered a traumatic brain injury. As in that case, I would estimate the amount of damages Julio recovers to be in the range of $200,000 to $600,000. In response to this lawsuit and the public outrage caused by the body cam footage, the San Rafael City Council announced the creation of a new police advisory and accountability committee that will provide oversight of the police department. They will also select an independent auditor to review the police department's administrative investigation policies and procedures. So not only can standing up for your rights, taking the police to court, make some serious change for your pocket, it can also be the catalyst for systematic change in your community. So if you believe your civil rights have been violated by the police and would like to make some change, contact me for a free case consultation at 888-SUE-CITY. That's 888-783-2489. Remember, if I don't win your case, you don't pay a dime. And don't miss my video about the police officer in Taylor, Michigan, who have repeatedly been caught on camera physically assaulting people of color. In it, we watch the story of Calvin Jones, who refused to give Officer Calvin Vines his ID until he was told why he was being pulled over. The situation escalates when more police arrive on the scene, and what happens next almost claims the lives of both Calvin and the officer. I'll include a link to that video here. So click to watch this next, and I'll see you there.